I'm gonna go straight to the point. Whatever it is that you happen to be doing at the moment, you must stop right now. Nothing in this day, nothing today will be as important as today's video that I have just for you. As you can see in the thumbnail, the guest that we have right here in the channel is none other than the one and only absolute demon, BROLY, the beast right here, the beast that I have in my hands right here will be unboxed for all of you guys today. So whatever it is that you happen to be doing right now at the moment, if you happen to be driving, you must pull over. If you're doing groceries, get out right now. If you're working, you need to call in sick right now. Excuse yourself out of work. Get to the phone ASAP and watch this unboxing video, because what I have for you right here is brutal, so much so that I do not know how much longer I can contain his power. That is how good this figure is, right? I'm really excited to be with all of you yet again today in the channel. I had this I got this figure a few days ago, but I didn't want to rush the video and give you, like, you know, again, like I told you in my last video, like a low quality video. No, especially because I didn't know what the contents of the box will be. I knew it was, you know, BROLY, but I didn't know what it was going to be like, especially given that it's a third-party company that produced it. So this was, I made the Spanish version already, because I always like to jump back and forth, you know, do a fresh unboxing in Spanish, another one in English, you know, back and forth. And I do like that because I happen to learn many things on the first video that I get to expose to you on the video after the first one, which happens to be the case today with this BROLY. I know I'm a little bit tardy to the party because this figure has been around for quite some time. I knew it, but I never went into any reviews of it. I didn't want to, like, spoil anything or excuse my crazy here. I didn't want to spoil anything or to know beforehand any issues that the figure had, if any, or you know, whatnot, until I did it for you guys right here and on the channel. So as you can see, I have our boy, the OG, the one and only GOAT from Dragon Ball Z, BROLY, right here in my hands. Now, I do not know if this figure was made in collaboration with two different studios. I think one of them is ZT Toys and Buleli Studios, or if it's like the same thing. I don't know. The thing is that in this box right here come two boxes. One of the boxes has the body and the hands, whereas the other box contains what you might call it, accessories, like, you know, the head, the hair, some key blast effects. It is absolutely incredible. I can no longer wait to show it to you guys. However, I did fail my Spanish audience because I promised them that I was going to make the video as short as I could. I will try and do that for you guys, not because I want to give you less good content, but I'm going to try to cut straight to the chest, because I know that not everybody has all the time in the world, like 30 minutes or so to watch an unboxing video. But if you do, this is your channel. This is the right place for you. But then again, I'm going to try to, like, cut it a little bit shorter and use what I learned during the first video and use it on this one to show you, you know, save you guys headaches and stuff. But this is such an incredible figure that it will be hard for me. So if I do not fulfill my promise, my apologies in advance, but I will try to be as detailed and as thorough as I can on this video for all of you guys right here. And it is my pleasure, because I tell you, this figure, I think is after now, it has become one of my favorite figures for many reasons, and you're about to see why right about now. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the contents of the box. I'll just flip the phone around, but stay tuned, because what is about to be released and unleashed right here goes beyond anything I've ever done or anything I've ever seen. This figure is an absolute beast. So bear with me, we'll get to it right now. All right, here we have our boy again, BROLY. As you can see, I had to use books to set my phone higher because of how crazy this thing is. And I'm gonna show you exactly what I mean by that right now. So I have this box right here that came into another box. It is so big that it won't fit on my phone screen. So I'm just gonna go ahead and open the lid right here so you can see what I'm talking about. And I only thought that it would be proper to use this one poster that I've saved for like, I think 2 years now. I didn't know what to do with it until I got this figure, and then I thought, oh, it might only be proper to use it as a background for, you know, to show him some proper respect so that he doesn't blast us away. So we have 2 boxes right here in this box. So we have 1 and we have 2, all right? So I'm gonna go ahead and pull them both out because again, this one box, oh, a little squeaky noise there. This one box comes with 2 boxes inside of it. So we have 1, all right, and then we have another one. So this thing is so massive that I'm gonna have to use my phone around to show you guys the contents of the box. Okay, so I'm gonna start with okay, so quick note. This box is very light as opposed to this one other box. It is very, very heavy, and you're about to find out why right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull the context of the contents of this box out, so you can kind of have an idea of why this box is as heavy as it is. And as you can see, you guys can already have like a little sneak peek of what's in here. I'm going to go ahead and open the cover right here, okay? And then I'm gonna come around with my phone, move it around so you can see what's in here. All right, so let me just back up a little bit and then I'll show you guys what's in here. So as you can see, this one figure is absolutely incredible. I was not expecting to see what you guys are seeing right now. It blew my mind. The reason why this box was as heavy as it was is because of this reason right here. This body is so massive that it's even bigger than my palm. As you can see, there's no tricks, nothing, no cap cut tricks, nothing. And that's not with the head included. It is absolutely humongous. So we have the body right here. We have a cross arms. We have a little peg that will be as a replacement for the neck peg, I would imagine, in case something were to happen to it, God forbid. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pairs of hands. And I do want to go over these hands just real briefly so you guys can see the detail of these hands right here. The skin detail, the joints, the fingers, every single little detail about these hands is absolutely incredible. We have any effects of the hands. We have this gripping hands, different effect right here. This is like a Veltromate slash hand kind of thing. You know, but it still has a lot of detail to it. The fingers, the skin, everything. We have some pointy fingers right here. We have some fists. We have some open palms. So these are the contents of one box right here, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and set this back a little bit so we can look at the contents of the other box. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my phone back down, and then we have our other box right here, which I'm opening right now. We're getting the contents out. I'm also gonna go ahead and remove the lid. Nice and easy so that things don't come out flying and popping. All right, and then I'll go ahead and move up my phone around one more time so you can see just what an absolute beautiful piece of art this is. We're gonna have BROLY's hairpiece right here, the bangs, the main piece. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets of swappable faces. Okay, we have a key blast effect with holes in which these light effects go into. You can just, you know, like insert them, pop them back in. When I opened the box, all these contents came a little messy, but as you can see, nothing is missing. Everything is complete. There's no holes, nothing missing. We have some earrings right here that we can use for BROLY's ears. We also have another I think this is the Omega Blast key effect that BROLY has. It comes in different pieces. And then we have what appear to be different key blast effects right here. So those are the two boxes that the figure comes with. I do want to go into detail as usual about the over the figure, about paint job, articulations, details, etc. And to do so, I'm gonna have to go and take our BROLY out. All right, so we have the main body right here. And the reason why I had to set my phone a little bit higher on a couple of books is because this body is so massive. Again, look at the size of my hand and look at the size of it's bigger than my hand. And again, without the headpiece, this body is so massive and heavy that I just, it's so hard to picture something like this because I'm used to SH Figure Arts and other third-party figures that are, they're really light, but this guy right here, you better watch out for your shelf. Don't worry about the figure, worry about your bookshelf or whatever you use to display your figures, because this guy is an absolute beast, a unit, a tank, whatever you want to call it. It's so massive and heavy. But anywho, we have the body right here, and I do want to start to play around with some hands to show you what it looks like once it's fully assembled. So we have, the face hand right here effect with a little hole, and all we can do is just insert it. Okay, and then we're gonna use the other fist. Okay, so I just want to put BROLY together, and then I want to go over the whole kit and caboodle. All we need to do now is just insert our favorite facial expression of choice. We have BROLY's hair right here, okay, and then we also have the bangs. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick let's see, this facial expression. How about this? So as you can see right here in the hair piece, we have these two holes, and then we have these two other holes, but they do not here, rather they go right here on the bottom. So all we need to do is just press. Okay, be careful that you hold your face like this, and don't have your nails anywhere close to the paint, because in case you push too hard and your fingers slide off, you don't want to like scratch the paint or anything. So we have the head right here, and then we just put on the bangs. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and complete our BROLY right here. Be warned, I do not know what's gonna happen if once I put them back together. Okay, I don't know if his power will be awakened and if he's gonna blast us away, so be prepared. All right, we're good, you guys are still here? All right, we're here. All right, just kidding. So as you can see, we have this absolute beast right here on display. I'm not even doing anything, and look at all of the aura that this man is already farming. Look at how massive this figure is. I am so happy and grateful to all of you guys for sticking up with me to this video. I was not expecting this unboxing video to be as pleasant, and I'm just so happy to do this one unboxing video, because never in my life did I think that a figure like this, ever since I saw the first BROLY movie as a kid, I never thought that I will ever have something like this in my hands. But the time has come, and I could not be happier to have this guy right here on the channel and showing it to you guys right here. So first and foremost, there are many layers to this onion right here. Okay, so again, I'm gonna try not to like go crazy long in the video and just show you like the main details of this figure that will probably make your choice. It will probably change your mind on whether or not to get this figure, or just appreciate it by itself. But what I do have to say is that this figure is absolutely incredible. This guy, it's just so heavy, but at the same time, it's not like super wobbly. It's not really prone to falling because of how heavy it is, because this guy is heavy. This boy is chunky. So to start with, we have a very massive figure. As you can see, this is my palm. compared to him with his head on already. It is very, very big. This is what, 1/12 scale, but it's hard to believe that it is because of how massive he is. But then again, in the anime, he is super huge. If there's something that Broly is known for, is his muscles and his size. And also because of the fact that he says nothing but the word Kakarot. That's all he says. But regardless, I love my Broly, the OG, the GOAT, Dragon Ball Z Broly right here. I'm not even gonna get into the argument of, you know, debating whose Broly is better, Super or Z, because this was my first Broly, so this is close and dear to my heart. But anyways, I want to start with you know, the paint job on this guy, and as you can see right here, to start with the hair, we have a very, very nice and uniform pistachio green color. It's not like super neon green, you know. I love how you know, the color they pick for this one hair piece. It's very uniform. The shading comes from the shadows and the texture that they gave the bangs. Every single bang on this guy has texture to it, which, as you can see, gives it a lot of shading. Okay, so it is absolutely beautiful. This hairpiece is beautiful. That's the only one it comes with. It doesn't come with like wind effects for the hair or anything. But then again, this guy doesn't need to move a single finger to defeat everybody and anybody. Nobody could ever solo this man. Okay, so the hair is absolutely beautiful. As for the face, and all the faces are similar to where they have these expression lines, very well defined, a very pointy nose. You have the ears right there. We have the smile, the white eyes, absolute maniac right here. We have this little collar thing, but it's fixed. It's stuck to the figure. It's not loose. So this is going to be stuck to the figure, okay? So we also going to have a lot of shading starting with the exposed muscles. As you can see, there's some shading right here in between the pectorals, in the abdominal especially. There's a lot of shading right here on the deltoids. Look at the shading right here on the side of the biceps, okay? The triceps, look at that. All of the shading is absolutely incredible. Even with the light on that I have right here on the side, you can still see the shading right here. The back is absolutely huge and massive. There's shading going all the way down to his spine, okay? From the top to the bottom, okay? Look at how well defined and ripped those triceps are. There's like horseshoes, absolutely incredible. So yeah, there's a lot of shading on the skin, a lot of defined muscles, a lot of insertions right here. It's not too bulky, not too chunky to where it looks like a ball of mass. No, he is very defined, okay? We're also gonna have a very nice gold, you know, much like this piece right here, around the bracelets or the gauntlets. And we also have this little jewel, the blue jewels that Broly has on, you know, on his, the gauntlets, or, you know, the arm guards, the boots. This guy wears a drip really, really hard. So we have his belt right here with this nice gold. And look at how prominent his muscles, his forearm muscles are right here, even under the gauntlet, which is supposed to be metal. Look at how the muscles of this guy shape the gauntlet. That's how brutal and how just uncontainable he is. Powerful, my God. Anyways, I hope I'm doing him justice and that he doesn't blow me away because he is displeased with the review. But anyways, we have a beautiful paint job right here on the torso, on the arms, running all the way down from the shoulders to the hands. The hair is absolutely beautiful. That green pistachio is just so neat. As for the skirt, pause. There are two versions of this Broly. One where it's undamaged. There's no holes or any ripped or damaged clothing to him. I chose this one because I already have one more Broly figure that I will show you in the future. That is like, you know, the skirt is red, is very neat. It has no wear and tear. Whereas this one, they chose a different color to it. Something more of a blue-reddish mix. And I absolutely love it. I have no complaint. I think, you know, something a little bit different, but not too far off, you know, from the original. It can actually work really well. And these guys pull it off just fine. So there's a lot of texture right here on the skirt. I do not see a lot of shading except for these right here that goes around the waist. There's some shading here, but for the skirt itself, much like the hair, there's not a whole lot of shading. All of the texture right here, you know, the fabric texture, the foldings, everything do give it the shading effect. Okay, so and it is absolutely beautiful, and it is segmented right here. Okay, it opens and splits, okay, as it does right here on the front. Now for the pants, you can see there's like a little wear and tear damage from battle, but we're gonna have a lot of paint job right here on the pants. We have like a little bit of gray, white, yellowish, you know, kind of thing from on the pants, and there's a lot of shading right here as well. So the pants are very heavily shaded as well, as much as the exposed muscles are. Very, very beautiful. Look at those boots, super shiny. Oh my god, this men's drip is worth more than the whole Vatican's treasure combined together. It is absolutely beautiful. The jewels, of course, very shiny, very, very well embedded, very cool. And we have this nice purple texture right here around its ankles, much like the color of the skirt. It is absolutely beautiful and massive and just an absolute demon. It is so, so good. Now that we're done with the coloring, paint job, and everything, I do want to go ahead and go over articulations, mobility, etc. I do have the you know, the accessories that it came with right here: hands, cross arms, and then I have the key blast effects, other faces. Oh, and don't forget, it comes with some earrings right here that you can manually put on each ear. I do want to do those later on a short, but for now I do want to focus mainly on the figure. I do want to do the short with, you know, at my own pace, and to really show you guys how this guy can be and how it should be displayed in action. Of course, with, you know, different face expressions, hands, etc., and also the key effects. So don't worry, those are coming later. Just for you guys, my people, I will do my best to bring you a nice short packed with action. Okay, but going back to the figure, we have the head. So we're gonna start with the head and neck. So I usually like to grab my figures right here by the hair. Okay. And as you can see, this guy has a very, very decent rotation on the neck. Okay, left to right, left to right. Okay, we have a forward and backward motion right here on the neck. Okay, forward and backward, forward and backward. It's not really quite doing it now. Oh, there it is. There it is now. Okay, left and right, left and right. As you can see, the neck is a little bit separate from the head. They don't work together as much, but it's not really a big deal. Just, you know, wiggle it around, put your finger in the neck and move the hand separately. You know, it's not really a big deal. You know, they do work together, but they're kind of sticky. So all you have to do is just hold the neck in place while you turn the head sideways or the opposite direction, or something like that. So it's not a big deal. Okay, so it's absolutely incredible. It's beautiful. Now for the shoulders, we're gonna have a very, very decent amount of elevation, okay, on both arms, as you can see. Okay, so this guy is absolutely flexible. Look at how high those shoulders can go up. Okay, so really, really nice and neat. I was not expecting that for such a chunky boy like this. All right, so we have forward motion, backwards, forwards, backwards, right here. We have some shrugging. Yes, sir, we do. Right here, up and down right here. Some shrugging, a lot of shrugging. My God, I tell you, I was not expecting this. Now, for the biceps, okay, he's going to do some flexing for us. And look at all the detail right here on the triceps. It's incredible. So, yeah, so we're going to have we have a very decent amount of flexion right here in the biceps. Don't expect this man's arm to touch his shoulder. Look at how massive these boys are. So the fact alone that he can do that is absolutely incredible. I'm not going to complain about it at all. And as you can see, the shoulder, the elbow joint is very full. There are no hollow places right here. I mean, just a tiny bit. You can maybe fit like a little seed right there, if anything. So it's not really that big of a deal, okay? So yeah, we have very decent flexion right here of the forearm, and the hand, of course, can go in 360 degrees as well in up and down fashion kind of thing. Let me just adjust this wrist to where it goes up and down. Yeah, up and down. As you can see, very, very nice and beautiful. Well done. There's a lot of texture, like skin texture to the muscles. As you can see, it's very, very neat, very, very clean, absolutely pristine. Very good. If you could only see what I'm seeing, there's like a skin texture to it. It's not like 100% smooth plastic. There is texture right here. And same for the other arm. Now for the torso, I'm gonna elevate the arms a little bit more so I can have more wiggle room to move around. So we have side to side bending right here. Okay, not crazy, but enough. Okay, now forward and backward motion, we have quite a lot of it right here, back and forth, back and forth. There you go. All right, so swiveling or rotation, okay, we have a very decent amount of it. Not super crazy, but that's okay. You know, he is BROLY, so muscle can only move so much, okay? So very decent right here. Absolutely incredible. So that's the torso right there. I really, really like the torso. It is very, very versatile, very movable. Now, we'll go ahead and get into the legs right now. For the elevation, there. You have a very, very decent amount of elevation. The skirt right here, it can be a little bit challenging because of the pressure of the material pushing down on the leg. You can just easily fall down. But, you know, it's not like you're going to be holding a pose like this every time. So, not a big deal. So, we have a very, very good amount of elevation on the legs. Okay, here's the other leg. All right, this guy can split, I tell you. Look at this. It is absolutely incredible. Very flexible right there for splits. We have a segment right here on the thigh in a vertical angle on this leg as much as on this leg that is responsible for the movement of the legs in this way, on this manner. Really, really cool, really smooth, by the way. It doesn't get stuck. There's no squeaky noise, nothing like that. Now for the knees, we're gonna have about this amount of flexion. And this is due in part because of his pants. Okay, so this is as much as I was able to get on this one knee. It's not really bad. I will try and find a way to make it work. Maybe it's just me, or maybe I just need to like warm it up a bit more and you know, move it around more so it can loosen up. We have flexion right here on this other leg. Okay, it's very, very nice. You do have to work around the skirt a little bit to make it work. But then again, this alone is really, really good and fantastic. Not as flexible as other figures, but then again, look at the mass of this guy. I cannot really complain about it. For the ankles, we have a lot of elevation right here. Okay, same on the other leg, and we have a lot of left and right movement. Very, very nice and smooth. It's not that loose at all. It's very, very sturdy, which is good for holding it still and standing. Now for the toes, it does go up and down quite a bit. Up and down, up and down. Beautiful. All right, so oh my gosh, I think he's getting impatient and ready to go after Kakarot, because that's all he can say. Alrighty, you guys, so that's the BROLY that I have for you right here on the channel. First, I want to go over a few things with all of you guys real quick. Again, I'm not doing anything. I'm not even doing anything, and this guy is already aura farming hard. So I love that poster too, by the way. Anyways, so back to our BROLY. So a few things. Paint job, 10 out of 10. No complaints. I think the way they made it work was absolutely pristine. It has a lot of colors to to it. You have exposed muscle color. You have gold, blue, the jewel. Then you have this green. You have the pants. So that's a lot of color to work around with and to make it work and to balance it in a way that is really, really nice. I think this figure did just that. Starting with the hair, you can just see this pistachio green, really, really nice, very smooth. There's a lot of texture to the hair. Every single bang has texture to it, which gives it a lot of shading, and I love that. The faces are very, very clean and smooth. You know, as for the nose, very pointy. Every single expression on this guy that it came with is the same. I mean, no, you know, like not the same. It has, you know, like greeny expressions, etc. But in terms of quality and paint, they are absolutely beautiful. This piece right here is set. It doesn't go anywhere. It's stuck to the chest. But regardless, they did a great job with the golden. It reflects light really well, as you can see right here, as well for the boots. The jewels are very, very beautiful and pristine. They did an absolute and great job with the shading of the arms, the exposed muscles. As you can see, there's a lot of shading going on right here. The abs, on the insertions of the muscles, on the separations of the muscles. It is absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, absolutely pristine condition for the paint job. Now for the skirt, like I told you, much like it with the hair, there's not a whole lot of shading paint right here on this piece. There is right here on this one that goes around the waist, but with this one right here, and with these pieces right here, these two, and then this one falling straight down, there's not a whole lot of shading paint job that I can see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just my eyes. But then again, all of the texture that the clothing and the fabric has gives it that nice shading effect. Whereas the pants do have a lot of paint job for shading, which is great. We have a lot of ripped parts right here of the pants. Again, I chose this damaged Battle BROLY on purpose, and I don't regret it at all. We have the boots. The paint job is just 10 out of 10. I love this paint job. It is absolutely beautiful. As for mobility, articulations, I was not expecting this guy to be so flexible, so movable. As you guys saw, he is very, very flexible. I would have liked if he was more, if he had more flexion right here on the knee, and you know, if the leg went up and back a little bit more. But, you know, we have this to work around with, and given that this guy is chunky, you know, you cannot really be asking for that much, given with what we've been blessed here. This guy is just absolutely incredible. I loved it. I was not expecting, again, I was not expecting it to be so flexible and to open up so much, given the fact that he is so massive and chunky and heavy. I am kidding you. I'm not kidding you. This guy must be like around what, 8 pounds or something. I'm talking about in terms of pounds, not even ounces, pounds. This guy weighs pounds. It is very, very heavy. Okay, so I'm not kidding. I know I've been saying that over and over, but when I got the box, I was like, why is this so heavy? Did I got the wrong package? Did I get the wrong package? But no, it's him. It is absolutely incredible. Again, don't worry. I will be showcasing you guys facial expressions, effects, accessories on a short that I will be making for all of you guys. I am sorry that I failed you too. I wasn't able to keep this video as short as I would have liked. But I have no regrets because I really covered everything I wanted to. It's really hard to go short on a video and to miss all of these pristine details about a figure like this. This is by far one of my favorite figures so far, produced by a third-party companies. This is what third-party companies can do over years of learning, over years of you know, experimenting, and mostly when they're loyal to an original concept, such as the OG BROLY. Look at how bad this guy looks. I cannot wait to post it for you guys. It is very, very, very cool. An absolute unit of a figure. It is very complete. That is, excuse me, that is the best word I have for this figure. It is very, very complete. There's nothing missing here. Every facial expression is complete. Every facial expression that it comes with is on par with the anime. The amount of hands it comes with is insane. I think it comes with more pairs of hands, with more pair of hands than what we're usually given with SH Figure Arts, Mess Toys, etc. This guy is more complete. The only accessories that it comes with are the key blasts, and even those are incredible right here. As you can see, there's a lot to work with right here. Again, the faces, as you can see, they're very expressive, non-forgiving, maniac, very unstable. The hands right here are very, very versatile. There's a lot of diversity, some cross arms right there, as you can see. Anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself and too excited. But yeah, that's my review for you guys right here with this OG Broly from Dragon Ball Z by CT Studios or CT Toys and Buleli Studio. This figure is a must for all of you guys right here. I cannot wait to play around with this thing. If you think you can hold this guy with one of those standard action figure stands, you're wrong. Think again, because you're gonna need some weights or something to hold this guy still if you want to make him pose. Maybe I'm just exaggerating. I haven't even gotten into the whole posing or anything, but I'm just saying this guy is heavy, very, very heavy. So again, to make things short, I believe this guy's paint job is pristine, 10 out of 10. The details are absolutely immaculate. The mobility is beyond impressive. I was not expecting this figure to be so flexible given its dimensions and how massive it is. Again, the only thing that I would have liked is for the legs to have been able to go back a little bit more, you know, when you do like a little knee flexion. But that's okay. It's not really a complaint. I'm sure there's many ways to work around it, and I cannot wait to show them to you guys. So articulations, 10 out of 10, maybe 9 out of 10 because of the knee joint that wasn't as flexible going back. But then again, I might be wrong, and I might need to, like, you know, mess around with it some more to really make the legs go back a bit more. But paint job, articulation, accessories, aura, it's just off the charts. It is absolutely incredible. I was really happy to make this unboxing. I was not expecting anything like this at all. Like at all. This guy is just an absolute unit of a figure. I'm very happy. I'm very happy to add him to my collection. And yeah, just to showcase it to you guys right here in this channel. Again, thank you all so much for bearing with me. I'm just a guy with a regular job and a regular life, and the fact that you take some time of, you know, out of your daily lives to listen to me and to this simple phone video, it really means a lot. And I hope that you find my videos helpful and detailed. I don't think I have anything left to cover from him, again, except for swapping hands, faces, but that will come in a short that I will prep for you guys. I promise you that, okay? But that being said, thank you so much, you guys, for your support, for you know, to you behind the screen, for taking your time to hear me rumble about action figures, which I've loved since I've been a kid. And don't forget, to all of you guys right here that happen to be watching this video, do not ever neglect your inner child, okay? Because that is what makes us who we are. And it is really important, I believe, to always treat yourself. Maybe not necessarily with action figures, but if something makes you happy now, you know, and that also made you happy as a kid, like, you know, bike riding, etc., don't stop doing it, okay? It's always important to tend to your hobbies, you know, do not neglect them. I, of course, like to exercise. I like to do many other things, but one of the things that I always enjoyed to do as a kid was to just admire my action figures. Look at this guy. Just look at him. How can I not? Okay. So, oh my gosh, I will have that short for you. I promise. Okay. I cannot wait. But that being said, thank you guys so much for sticking up with me through the whole video. I hope you made it all the way through, and I hope you found it useful. This has been by far one of my favorite figures right here that I brought to the channel. And I am so happy to add them to my collection. Thank you guys so much for your time. I hope you have a very fantastic and blessed day. Keep collecting, stay safe, and I'll see you all on the next video.